What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another riveting episode of Tattoo Critiques. I'm Pony Lawson, and today we're going to be diving into the world of TikTok. Now, these are some of my favorite tattoos to critique because we really don't know what we're going to see. But we're going to be focusing more on the red flag tattoos of TikTok. And I know we've done this before, but it seems like everybody has their own red flags when it comes to tattoos. So I can almost guarantee that we're going to see some different things this time around. All right, let's get it. Alright, so this first one comes from Ink Mag, and they appear to be outside at some sort of convention or Comic-Con.
What are some red flag tattoos that you might see on someone that makes you want to avoid them?
Ooh, I mean, any of the default scripts with like pride, loyalty, any of the stuff that should be innate in people, you don't need a reminder of that.
But I mean, isn't that why we all get tattoos, are reminders of things? But they're not a reminder for the person themselves, that's for other people to know that they're full of pride and loyalty. He's got family somewhere on his arm. Tell me, sir, what does that sword say about you? I mean, I played a video game once with a guy with a sword. What is going on with his left arm? I can't really tell if that's like some sort of ancient civilization building or the Leaning Tower of Pisa, Stonehenge. I don't know. He's got a ton of ferns. Maybe he's a plant guy? And his right arm is nothing but watercolor origami. Those little shapes, I don't know what they're supposed to be. Maybe like little geometric something or other. And he's got some sort of spiral or dragon around his elbow, but I'm sure he's a fun guy.
For women, like the cheetah print down their thigh. Dudes, if you have the rose, the clock, the lion crown, you're a basic bitch.
Damn, he's calling all y'all out. I bet he'd get beat up by a lot of those basic bitches though. This guy says the cheetah print down the leg is a red flag for him, and I don't know if that's necessarily a red flag for me, but I do know what kind of people get those tattoos, and I generally tend to stay away.
That's exactly
no, right. Dude. So, all right, maybe you're right. I'm just over here judging these people's tattoos. He's got a stormtrooper on his arm. He's got the little Boo up top. And I love Boo, great character. I love Nintendo. But he's got some pretty basic tattoos as well. I wonder if the girl with the cheetah print is like down the road like, you know what's a red flag for me? Guys with stormtrooper tattoos. And if you really think about it, how many other people is this guy gonna run into at this convention with those exact tattoos? Probably a lot. Who's the basic bitch now? And he's got the 11 from Stranger Things on his wrist, which I know 1,000 other people have as well. So, sir, it seems to me that you're following right in those footsteps of the people with lion, clocks, and roses. You know, the basic bitches. I know I'm not supposed to be judging these people. I'm supposed to be talking about the tattoos that are their red flags, but come on, you're making it too easy. I probably know some of these people. This guy's gonna be like, hey, Pony, why are you talking shit about me?
I don't think there's any red flag tattoos.
Hey, Mr. Positive over here. I like your attitude. This guy clearly has a clock and a rose somewhere.
Maybe the tramp stamp, I don't know.
Oh, no, I lied. He doesn't like the tramp stamp. Fair enough. He probably doesn't get to see very many. But to be honest, I really think the tramp stamps are coming back. They're almost like a vintage Star Wars toy. You know, you're gonna be at a party one day and somebody's gonna be showing off their new tramp stamp and one girl's gonna come up and be like, yeah, but check out this 95 original. Do you know how many miles I got on this thing?
This is gonna piss a lot of people off, but this is only my opinion. I'm also gonna make a video on my green flags so you can judge me if you feel like it. First red flag. I know a lot of people like this, they just turn 18 and then they are itching to get a fucking tattoo and they just go right out the gate and get a forearm tattoo. Just a huge ass sleeve that they spend a ton of money on.
Well, I wouldn't say that was a ton of money because that looks like he spent 20 bucks in his homie's kitchen. But again, the pocket watch. At least they added a candle this time though.
You look like you're doing it for other people and it doesn't ever look good. Usually you're 18 and you're not making good decisions, so you're gonna pick something stupid as Wait till your brain's fully developed. Save that space for something cool and creative when you're older.
So in this first one, he's not talking about the actual tattoo per se, but he's talking more so the placement and how when you're young, you just get your first tattoo on your forearm just so you can show off to your friends. I mean, generally we get tattoos, they are for ourselves, but they are also for other people. Otherwise, all of our tattoos would be upside down. But I do understand where he's coming from because this is one of the more valuable tattoo areas, as we like to say. I mean, get your first tattoo wherever you want. Maybe just try to steer clear from your hand, neck, or anywhere that's visible. And I'm not gatekeeping, but I've been doing this for a while, so I feel like I do know better. This is a spot that's gonna be super visible to everybody, so you wanna make sure you get something that is gonna look great and it's not just something you jump into. All that being said, just make sure you check out the artist's portfolio before getting work by that person. And if you like their style of work, then go for it.
Red flag 2. This is easily my most controversial opinion, and I am sorry if this offends you, and this only applies to guys. So, this is gorgeous work, don't get me wrong. Colored tattoos on guys look terrible.
I think that tattoo looks amazing. It's well done, looks great. Red flags, color tats. But only on guys though, girls, they're okay. What kind of bullshit sense is that?
This guy's sleeves, like, it doesn't look good, I'm sorry. And in that same vein, American traditional. I think we gotta give it up. People are trying to say, like, it's lasted for it, like, we need to give it up. We need to let it go. It needs to go away.
Yeah, you're definitely wrong there. American traditional tattoos, when done well, are some of the best tattoos out there. I mean, this guy's out of his mind. He has no idea what he's talking about. There's a reason they've been around for so long, and they are sometimes some of the harder tattoos to pull off because you have to do them perfectly. That shit's not going anywhere. It's gonna be around for as long as tattoos are. But let's see what his other red flag is.
This is my third and final red flag, I think. Mr. fucking Build-A-Sleeve over here.
Hold on. He says, Mr. Build-A-Sleeve. Hilarious.
I hate shit like this. If you just take a weekend and you just come back to the office on Monday with a fucking Marvel sleeve, dude, or like this, it's gorgeous work, sure, but it just looks so dumb.
All right, as far as the Marvel sleeve goes, that definitely wasn't done in a weekend. That took several sessions and probably hundreds of hours. And even though I'm not that big a fan of Marvel, I can definitely appreciate that style of work. And I would even go as far as to say that if you're going to plan a sleeve, that's the way to do it. Get something that's cohesive and blends well together. It really makes me curious to see what kind of tattoos this guy has. Stick figures on his thigh, probably his cat, who knows? I mean, if you don't like a good sleeve, then what do you like? And don't like American traditional tattoos? The space tattoo, I can kind of see. If the space tattoo isn't done well, it kind of looks like poop. But when they are done well, I think they look great. However, this one is kind of weird how there's not really any blending when it goes to the forest. It just goes from straight forest right up to nebulas and deep space stuff. So to me, this one doesn't really make a whole lot of sense.
And even shit like this, the people that go into the tattoo shop and just get I like these tattoos. They're kind of cute.
He would like these tattoos.
Of course.
And I mean, I'm a fan of ignorant style tattoos. I really like when they're done well, but these, not so much. But they do kind of feel like quarter machine stick and poke tattoos. They just feel too thin in my opinion, and they're probably not gonna be around forever.
There's nothing wrong with them. But if you just go in and get all of them at the same time, that's kind of that feels super you're trying to just be something. I don't know.
I mean, some people just like the aesthetic. They don't necessarily have an idea in mind, but they like the idea of being tattooed. And I'm okay with that.
And back to these ones, if you just spend $2,000 on a tattoo, that's so try hard. I don't know, that's just so much. If you're gonna get a 2,000 tattoo, it can be a cool back piece, a huge back piece. Just $2,000 sleeves or just some crazy shit, I don't know.
Is he saying $2,000 tattoos are expensive? For an entire sleeve, $2,000. Maybe that's his problem.
I'll make one more. So my fourth red flag is frat guy tattoos. If you just this is so corny, and then it's always paired with some shit like this. It's so corny. Maybe a clock next.
All right, finally something we can agree on, and I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for that as well, but I do not like lion tattoos. I think they are so cheesy and corny, and I won't do them. No matter how many times you ask, not gonna do it. Yeah, the Roman numerals are give and take. I don't know, they're not bad. Again, when they're done well, I think they look clean. I mean, the type of person that gets this tattoo usually isn't that creative. They're just trying to mask a real date with Roman numerals, but I don't think they look that bad when they're done well. I know it says 12, 2, and then I lose it on the MCM. I'm no Roman. I mean, the lion tattoo doesn't look that bad, but again, not for it. I want to see this guy's tattoos so bad. Yeah, he doesn't like anything. He doesn't like American traditional. He doesn't like black and gray realism. He doesn't like Roman numerals. He doesn't like Marvel sleeves. He doesn't like sleeves that are put together well. He doesn't like color. What's left? So he's got to have a black and gray. He did mention that he's got a video on green flags, and I am very curious. All right, real quick, I want to take a break and give a shout out to the sponsor of our channel, Mad Rabbit. Mad Rabbit is a tattoo aftercare company that has something for everyone. Whether you're a new tattooer or a longtime veteran, they've got you covered. So head on over to madrabbit.com and check out all they have to offer. And be sure to use code PONY20 to save 20% off your entire order. All right, let's get back to it.
So my first green flag is shitty but with a purpose. It's like when you see...
You gotta be kidding me. He likes shitty tattoos, but done on purpose. And how did I know it was gonna be a cat?
Probably his cat. Who knows?
I think that's a cat, I don't know.
You see some shit like this looks terrible, but it's also creative, and it's cool, and it's interesting, and it's different, and like, I don't know, it's just, like it...
That's literally scratches on an arm. And it's color, so hey.
I'll even give like a color exception. Like, I usually hate color tattoos, but this is like,
This is the exception. Marvel sleeve, bad. Scratchy cat scratch bullshit, good.
Or like even some shit like this, like...
These are the worst tattoos I've ever seen.
Like, look at that. Like, it's so interesting and different. Like, it's great. Like, I love like creative shit. Like blast over tattoos. Like,
this has to be a joke. This has to be King Troll level 5000. These are awful. This is awful. This legitimately looks like he got scratched by a cat. What if he dipped his cat's nails in ink and just let him go to town? Or these are all the tattoos on his body? I'd believe it.
Some shit that's just unique. It's different.
This is not unique. This is not different. This is awful.
I don't know. I love it when people are doing shit differently. That's my second green flag. It's just different looking shit. Like when people use like creative decisions and use different...
Okay, now this tattoo is super solid and I love this one. I think this one's done extremely well and it's very creative. So I'll give him a pass on this one. But this is done so much better than those other tattoos he showed. Like, this is night and day.
Or like stick and pokes. I'll add that onto this one because that's interesting. Like, just...
This is a bad stick and poke. This is done in a friend's garage. It's not good.
And then my third green flag, so like, I love like buildings. Like just building shit, like that's a sick ass tat. Just realistic line ones, like gothic.
He called this tattoo realistic. I can't with this guy. These 99% of these are awful tattoos. Awful.
And I'll throw this in with like creative, because sometimes people get creative with like building.
I already
shit.
know where this is
going.
going.
This is like a cool example of like buildings, lines, and like it's just different. Like I'd get this shit on my back.
It's definitely different, but different doesn't necessarily mean good. I got street poles on my back. Like, okay. Was her dad the cable guy?
Cable guy!
This is my fourth green flag. I love just like collections of tats. Just like if you are smart enough with your placement and you pick some cool, interesting shit, you can make like a really good looking sleeve that looks like it's earned.
He says that these two leg sleeves, full leg sleeves, were earned, but the Marvel one wasn't? So what's different about this one than the other one he didn't like, where it was just a bunch of random shit? It's like fill up the arm a little bit more and it'll look just like this. There's a guy with one leg. I don't know. I'm just being a grumpy old man.
Like this fucking fruity dude with the papaya. Like he's got, like even that. Like that looks cool. Like the big ass 1994. Like that looks sick.
Dude.
I mean, I've never been one to be a fan of like the birth year on your belly. I don't get it. Not for me. I mean, this guy does have a couple other cool looking tattoos. I do like the solid black silhouettes, but I don't know, man. You should know when you were born. The Medusa looks all right, but this guy's opinions on tattoos are just, they're blowing me away.
I like people with just like shitty tattoos.
Clearly.
Like this is like my favorite tattoo I got, just like a fucking Bigfoot.
Now we get to see his tattoos. This is making a lot more sense. This is exactly what I expected. Yep. And it's upside down. It's for him. He's literally made 2 videos discrediting all sorts of good work just to show off this insanely bad Sasquatch tattoo. But that just goes to show you, if you do have one of these red flag tattoos that people are talking about, it's just their opinion. I mean, he said it himself. Everybody has a different opinion on what's good or not good. It doesn't mean anything. As long as you love it, that's all that matters. But if you hear me say it, then you know it's bad.
Oz has spoken.
Well, that's gonna be it for this episode, but I wanna know, what are your red flags? Let me know in the comments below and maybe we'll go over them in a future episode. Please consider subscribing while you're here, and as always, I will see you guys next week.